Yes, I am late to this film, guilty as charged, but I'll tell you what, if I saw September 5 in 2024, it would have easily made my top 10 of the year, hands down, bar none. Chase Lee Hockey here at the Blue Futon reviewing September 5. What's about pretty simple premise. This talks about the newsroom of the terrorist attack that happened to the Israeli team by Palestinians in 1970 in the Olympics in Germany. And even though that is a horrible thing, it also talks about how the Germans were just so unprepared and how they were more focused on imagery of like Nazism back in World War II and how they were just like so scared to do anything. And it's not just this. There were plenty of other scenarios, as well as I think a robber that's been through Germany in the 80s that the police were just like letting them do willy-nilly because they were afraid to hurt anyone's feelings. And now with Germany arresting people for making mean tweets or mean reposts, it's like, Germany, you say you don't want to repeat your past, but good God, look what you're doing, Germany. Anyway, this is talking about September 5, and this is a fantastic film. I mean, this is a quick hour and a half minutes. It is boom, boom, boom. It doesn't let off the pedal, and you, even though you know the story, you don't know this story, because yes, you could watch Munich. Yes, you could watch the documentary One Day in September. I think that's what it's called. And there are other movies that talk about this topic, but it doesn't talk about the news people of like, you know what, we are kind of in this building. We don't know what's actually occurring, but we are the sports team. We are the CBS sports team. We are not the news team. What can we do to make sure everyone can see? Or sorry, it's the ABC. Is it ABC or CBS? I should be getting this right. I'm trying to think. It's the ABC. Yes, ABC. Slap in the face. It's CBS because CBS wanted to take their slot. That's where I got the confusion at. Anyway, acting, Sarsgaard. I don't know who else to say. I mean, everyone in this movie is fantastic. There's a German actress who does a fantastic job. There's American actors who do a fantastic job. The French guy that does a fantastic job. And I love the bantering between the Germans and the French and the UK, as well as like the Americans in this, because even though they work together, of course, you got some fun bantering here and there and some sexism as well. Because there's a good joke where a guy's like, go get us coffee, lady. And the lady is the one that can speak German. And they realize something's happened on the radio. And he's like, what a jackass. Like, you know, she's needed. She's not there to get coffee. And there's this like interesting scenarios that bring it in as well. Especially with the French guy as well. Of like some people just not wanting to do it. And French people, so many unions in France that it's just like, if they don't have to work, they're not going to work. How I witnessed this was in the Paris airport. One of the worst experiences of my life. I'll just put it there. Full frontal. It was bad. Full frontal. You don't want to see me full frontal. It'll gross. But okay, September 5. Just this, like I said, when you have a movie that you know exactly how it ends, how the scenario goes, and still keeps you on your toes, that's just great filmmaking, great writing, great editing. How does this not get an editing Oscar? How they edited the footage from real life to, you know, what's in the newsroom, to what's going outside, to what's going on at the airport, what's going on in this building, what the cops are doing. How does this not get an editing Oscar? Oh, I don't know why. Why is it not get a Best Picture? Don't know. I just don't know the Oscars thinking that they don't put this in there. And the Oscars this year are just a complete farce, in my opinion, if Mikey Madison wins. I'll just put it that way. Everyone says she's fantastic. I'm sorry. Anyone could just yell for a fucking 2.5 hours. I watched it again. It kind of got annoying pretty damn quick. Anyway, that is not talking about Nora. We're talking about September 5. But this movie, it blew my socks away with how intrigued I was with this movie, how invested I was, even though I knew what was happening. Like, there was something that happened at the 15-20 minute mark where you're just like, wait a minute, do I actually know this story? And when a movie can do that, where you absolutely know the story, but still, it second guesses you saying, wait, do I really know this story? Fantastic writing, fantastic editing, fantastic directing, Margot, John Margot, he was also in Past Lives. He's also in this movie as well. But everyone in this movie, grade A. Directing, grade A. The scenarios, grade A. I mean, this is to me, this is masterpiece. This is cinema right here. And some people might disagree because like, oh, it's something we've seen before. I don't care. It's something that's potent to me. It's something that kept me intrigued to the core. And my God, September 5 would have been in my top 10 of the year of 2024, bar none. It's not the best movie of the year for me. That still goes to what is the best movie? Oh yeah, Nosferatu. That is just I love that movie. But September 5 would probably be the top 5 movies of this year, of 2024. So September 5 will receive a 5 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 100%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics a 93% with 180 of them. Audience score 90% with over 250. Critic consensus, capturing the compromises, dedication, and human fallibility of the newsroom. September 5 is a worthy chronicle of a tragedy flashpoint in broadcast media history. Yeah, this is actually true, media. Actually, no bullshit. Not trying to, be fake news. Anyway, 193.90. Chase out here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, no thanks, Bluetopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. For a great day. I can watch this day tomorrow, week, for a month, or a year, for every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And watch this movie if you can.